Hello, my name is Kel Varnson, and with this presentation I aim to show you what could potentially be one of the most groundbreaking movie franchise moves in the last 168 years. I am the head of an organization called Nukin Pals, a group of writers, thinkers, and Imagineers. It has taken years of painstaking research, but we have done it. Yes, we have a plan for a franchise, your franchise, the Terminator series. The first Terminator movie was an atmospheric sci-fi masterpiece that stands up to this very day, even with its distinctly 80s feel. Terminator 2: Judgment Day was an action movie touchstone that expanded the scope of the characters and acted as an impressive special effects showcase that, again, holds up to this very day. Terminator 3 was crap on a stick. I didn't see the fourth one. But with our plan, the franchise can possibly live forever. I unveil to you the KoreanAir OSL Round of 16. A story of passion, greed, triumph, failure, broken hearts, new beginnings, and lots of freaking cool explosions. And cheese. With this plan, I can promise at least 11 films. That's 11 Terminator films, 11 blockbusters. You'll be blowing your nose with $100 bills and swimming in an Olympic-sized pool full of gold doubloons, priceless Picassos, and those dogs from the Target commercials. They're pretty expensive. You see, when you have a successful movie, the quality of the preceding series installments does not affect an exponential increase in sales. Also, this is undeniably where the industry is moving in general. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of the Magical Land of Whatever, Part 1 of 2, says hello. Here is an overview of the 11-movie epic. A Terminator named Flash was sent back in time to kill everyone and take over the world. The object at the center of his quest is the Golden Mouse, a legendary rune with endless powers, yada yada yada, get the point. Now, 15 other warriors are sent back in time to stop the Terminator, but they get caught up in macho BS and end up battling one another to death in a round-robin format. Yeah, it ain't Shakespeare, but stay with me here. The plot lines for the first 4 movies are as follows. Group A, In a Flash. We have to show the new Terminator in the opening stretch. Flash descends on Earth like a swarm of really irritated robo-locusts, and this is also when the 15 heroes warp in. 2 of these heroes will cause Flash a lot of trouble. Kwanro's aggressive style is a tonic to Flash's lumbering mechanical nature. Not only that, but he'll be facing Cal, a manly man dude who has spent years in the desolate cybernetic ruins of the future, crafting himself from an inconsistent nerd to a crushing force of nature. Hyvaa is here because some guys have to die in a movie. Otherwise, it wouldn't be an awesome kick-ass movie. He could take down Cal if he's lucky, but don't expect him to survive until the next film. Speaking of which... Group B, Mork Power. A film of 2 veteran brawlers and 2 spry young guns. It's easy to say either the vets or the kids will win, but the outcome will be much more complicated than that. This is a film that will hook the heady crowd looking for a complex thriller. The veterans, Stork and Hwasin, have a bag of strategic tricks to counter the overpowering mechanics of the young squirts, Movie and Baby, who are bursting with pizzazz and moxie. And pluck, too. Quite a bit of pluck. At the end of the day, it's likely that Stork and Movie will be left standing, but anything is possible. We were thinking of filming this one in a large city. Lots of stuff blowing up, chaos, dogs and cats living together. Perfect for this premise. That brings us to the third film. Group C, Ground Zero. After the first 2 movies, no one will be expecting an action epic like this. We're thinking a 3-hour, non-stop roller coaster of emotion and pure white-knuckled euphoric violence. So many dynamics are on display that there's no way we would be able to fit this into a 2-hour slot. But don't worry, there will be some downtime in the middle so the audience can catch a collective breath. Calm will tell Pure that Fantasy is his father, which will stop all the fighting. The girls, and a few of the men in the audience, will weep openly when Pure and Fantasy have that tearful embrace by the seaside. Then Pure runs a DNA test on Maury and finds out that Fantasy isn't really his father, and the movie continues. Subsequently, Pure pummels Fantasy within an inch of his life, and Zero destroys everyone else. Moving on. Group D, Blood and Guts. At first glance, this film will seem more low impact. It will start out predictable and formulaic until a hero breaks out of the group. Effort starts glowing and beating down everyone. He does a little research and finds out the source of his power traces back to a far-off planet of Entus Prime. Shine, another descendant of a far-off alien world, gets enraged with fiery nerd rage. His name is Shine, and yet he can't shine like Effort. This is the tragedy of the series. Go.Go will gain access to a military-issue Rafflecopter and launch air-to-face LOL missiles at every competitor. The last poignant scene will show Shine face up, presumably dead, in a puddle of his own blood surrounded by hundreds of Bisou and Stork fans, all displaying a haunting smile. But then, his eyes open! Cut to black. 2 warriors from each film will move on to the next round of films, the KoreanAir OSL Round of 8 series. And there you have it. The series that will save Terminator and make so much money you won't be able to back the car out of the driveway in the morning because of stacks and stacks of cash in the way. The gasoline in the tank will actually be replaced by cash too, so you won't even be able to start the car. So I do hope that you will consider our proposal, and as always, be sure to write down who you think should live from each film or just in general. I will pass on your thoughts and predictions to my crew and constituents. Here's my business card. And I hope you invest in this project promptly, because I'm so broke if someone flicked a cigarette butt into the apartment right now, I'd be celebrating the new affordable source of central heat. Thank you, and good night.